No!
Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Navy midshipmen and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Kalani Sitake has BYU trending. He's
makes its way into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Navy midshipman will go on offense first to start this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
There was times during the week when we were texting. We had a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to coaches, they are extremely worried.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one, communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
He'll keep it again on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run pitch by this defense.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. Coverage team does a good job. He touches it dead. No return on this one. The Cougars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes L.J. Martin. It is on him. He's their best player to make this offense go.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback making checks. On the option. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but using that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. First down for this offense. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. First and 10 coming up. They'll run the option. Keeps it on first down. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the Cougars have a chance to make that turnover pay off as they come to the line. Running inside. It's from the wideout. Here's the one along there. Gets it out just short of the 20. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Botmeyer. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
That's their second fumble on 2 possessions. My goodness, we want to come out and establish the run and get that part of the game going, but we didn't think you had to coach ball security. That's day one. That's elementary school when you learn how to cover the points of the football. They've got to do a better job taking care of the football.
Navy quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bring in the heat. Escapes trouble. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I mean, it's nice to have a guy that can extend these plays. And when you saw not great protection, the offensive line lets you down a little bit, but he breaks a tackle. And now that second play, that second reaction, let's see if this offense can make some plays when he does break a tackle and try to make something happen.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Hand off to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman. Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward.
I love it. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up a touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. Stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. Sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now on the option. Pulls it on the option. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one pass. First play of the period will be a second down. Goes to the option. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he has a solid gain before the defense follows him up.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you've got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Navy will have to punt it away. A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Pulls it in. It's Lyons. Can't get him to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Cougars have a lot of options on second and inches. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Caught behind the line. It's Casper. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
A little screen to the running back. Trying to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. He gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback,
There's a crease, and he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Navy quick to the line. Keeps it himself. He breaks a tackle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's got to hurt if you're in the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll lead the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down.
pass that ball on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Now the play fake. Slips a tackle. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Scanning the field, it's Woodson. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He took a hit as he pulled, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down time. Absolute shank. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, this field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points on the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
No, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Throws to the wideout. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls and hit them right there in the hands. There's a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The run inside. It's Martin. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw, it's Botmeyer.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get things cooking with Army taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Black Knights looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country. And now back to your game in Provo. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me at the half their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Botmeyer. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And the defense, no
decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play.
Maybe a crease. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Pulls it again on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If they're getting stuck on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
There's still a field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dive up from here. They'll go to the fullback. Touchdown, Navy! He would not be denied.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
And he made the extra point without problem. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17. That's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeps it on the option. There's some room. That's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Here comes the option. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Turning it on. He smashes his way through again. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Hard running there. Trying to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back from the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense. Understanding responsibility football. Playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And as they get him to the ground, hot running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We reach the break, and Navy holds the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip and tuck affair.
defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Running inside. It's Murphy. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback Keith. And that ball's free behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
They'll run the option. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Navy quick to the line. Give to the fullback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short drive. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. The option look. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That is no good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Botmeyer. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Fouls through the defense. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. He'll heave it deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stake.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the direct snap, it's Murphy. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. The give to the fullback. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. On the option. The keeper on the option. But nowhere to go. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the big fullback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line as they are stretching to take it in. Clock stopped to be a reach for 2-minute timeout. This offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Give to the big fullback. Powers through. Touchdown, midshipman. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt. That's his third touchdown in the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find some...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security. On offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Great place to start for this offense. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rome, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Where it began, I can't begin to know, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. I believe you'd come along. And touch your head, child, touching me, time never seems so good. Look at the night, and the dawn seems so lonely. We fill it up with all this. And when I burden comes off my shoulder, how can I hurt when touching more, reaching out, touching me, touching. Time never seems so good.
Right apart. Up down on the day. I'm a kitchen practice. Yeah. Would you rather be? Everybody had standing tall. Somebody went under a gun. There they saw the rock. Ocean, the ocean. Trouble. Trouble. It was there, Jack.
This is a live look at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium, Indianapolis. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Navy Midshipmen. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Walker with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Home of some of the most iconic college football games in history. Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis, Maryland has seen so many games between Navy, Army, Air Force. This is a beautiful space and a very unique campus in Annapolis, Maryland. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Navy's offense will go on the attack first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. throws it on the option. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area. They forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can force another one right here, make it really tough for their opponent to kick a field goal.
On 3rd down, here's Robinson. He'll be stopped short at the line of the game. Needed about 3 more on that one. This is making the field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do. Starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building now goes swinging right back to the other side.
Under fire. Keeps the play going. Unloads to the right. Holds it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Now a timeout call by the Sooners as their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Navy quick to the line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They were able to make a quick stop.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it. But they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Using his legs, it's Bryant. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring. Smashes through the tackle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout, Oklahoma, that's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. He is denied, and that'll
like he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Running with the fullback. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Fullback's got it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. To the air, it's Mateer. Quickly out to the tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback will keep it. Flies to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. A little release to the back. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understand 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity. That's
offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Big fullback's got it. Power through the defender. And some great fourth down defense against the run. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got a man. It's the Tegna. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Batir. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. To the air on first down. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Whatever the fastest tempo they have,
they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Run inside. It's Bryant. Makes a pass to Walker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense is terrible. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Unloads to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Return that one, a booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Batir. Get it out to the supersonic guy. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Navy! The short hand's in the end zone, and he has 6.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop. So keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. A little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Robinson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. There's the pressure. The pass ball is incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go back to the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing this.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Annapolis. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Navy Marine Corps Memorial.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. No chance for a return as that ball flies out the back of the end zone. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Just a short return with a little bit icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break up the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the 3rd quarter.
Now
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop, and not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
And it's a good job by this defense. I mean, they got him in 3rd and short, but man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
The option, the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far, staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. Someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the move. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative call trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking at the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along, and they really need to make something happen.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has his defense's head spinning with the option. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Could be an alley. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here comes the option. Doing it himself again. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head.
Gashing the knee on the right. Ripping through the defense. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Navy sideline. This offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Snags in, there's running room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Makes his man miss, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it down on the next down.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was a nice second down run, and sitting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra body, some extra time.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. He wants it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need 1 more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Some tough running there to create a little space and get it out to the 10. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. He'll try it again. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. It's away and a beauty headed toward the sideline. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on the press. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
To the air, it's Batir. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Buying some time. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
This defense knows that turnovers win games. If you're in this 2-minute situation with the lead, they've got a chance to shut the door if they can create one, and they did it right there. Great job getting that ball on the ground and then being able to fall on top of it. They're going to leave here with a W.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Navy will try to use every second on this clock. Right back to him on the ground. Got a little grass. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The midshipmen come to the line on 3rd and inches. Sticks it in his belly. Great job by the defense to force this 4th down, but a field goal would make it a 2-possession game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiled.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game. And I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.